Hi, so I want to show you what I found out with this new tool to do some network analysis. This tool is called Cytoscape. It's used for in the biological field most, like for DNA analysis between relation between genes and so on, and a lot of other stuff, social network analysis as well. With this tool, I loaded all the EEA relations, all the EEA products in the last 10, 15 years. The EEA has published it through the EEA website, content management system, and I managed to get in all the 12,000 nodes. Each node represents a product, a content type, content item inside the system, and all the relations, all the edges among them are represented with small light gray arrows between the nodes. So with this tool, we can try to understand how things are related to each other and which products are the most used or most referenced and so on. Um, you can see here the number of relations. There are 80,000 relations and around 12,000 nodes. Um, so this tool allows us to see, for example, this biggest node is the one that has the highest number of relations, so-called degree, are shown with the bigger, larger node size. So if I click on it, I can see which one it is. You can see it's a state of environment report. Um, so we can select and so on. We can also just use here to filter and say, okay, let's see, I want to see all the data. So search in the network and it will highlight all the data sets, and both external and external. We can then further filter through against different metrics. This tool calculates automatically different metrics. So-called degree is the number of relations a node adds, number of incoming relation, outgoing relations. So how many references it has. It's a measure of how much used this kind of content item is. In this case, data. Then we have other ones like betweenness, closeness, clustering, eccentricity, neighborhood, connectivity, and so on and so on. These are typical standard metrics for social network analysis, organization network analysis. I will not go into the details here. It's its own session. But what I would like to show you, which is really interesting, is, for example, we can answer questions like, which are the data sets that are mostly used at the agency, very quickly through analyzing this graph. So we can go into the select option here, and we can add a filter that is about the degree filter. So what I told you is the number of references. Say, show me the product that have been mostly referenced. So I can slide here, and on the fly, the tool will highlight the product that have highest reference. As you can see here is the two state of environment reports had a huge number of figures related to it. And you have publication, climate impacts and vulnerability up here. In the tab here, network, you can see the little where I am in this product universe. Looks like the stars. And you can see here at the bottom, for example, this self-standing network. This is where before we introduced the data traceability requirement, so there was much less connected items within the system, so we couldn't really see what things were used with what. But since we introduced the data traceability requirement in the system, so you have to tell which data set your product is based on, we start to get a much more interesting view of our product landscape and how things are related to each other. So everything gets connected and we can run really nice analysis. Let's go back to our selection. I showed you here the one that are mostly connected. But let's say we want to know the data set they are mostly connected. So what I would do is I will add another filter that is searching only for the nodes that have in this case the name is a URL, so the nodes that have data contains the word data in it. So you see here has been updated the table. So here you see all the data set highlighted. And we can say we are only interested in the very large one. So we can go like this, slowly, and we see very quickly which data set are mostly being referenced at the agency. This tool is really nice. You can do a lot of analysis and you can export pictures, you can export the table and all kinds of things. It has a really nice way to make layout in all different ways. We can layout this, we can change the layout of this in many other ways. It's really nice. So I think I will stop now, and yes, I will show more in other session. I hope you enjoy this. Bye.